Dearest love. The sweetest sound as a young boy in school was the closing bell. At the sound of it, everyone instinctively would shout and jump up, and it took some very aggressive teachers to get us to comport ourselves and finish taking our homework or finishing some work we had to do. In this state, then, it was so very easy to spot an anomaly of a little boy in our class. Sometimes he would sleep in class, and as the day drew closer to the end, he would get more and more sad, and when he hears the closing bell, he would look so down like someone sentenced to death. He did not talk much, did not seem to have any close friends. He seemed to have a very bad temper and was easily irritated, and so no one stayed close to him for long. It took 3 terms to get close enough to him to find out what the trouble was. He lived with his stepmom and his father. His father was most of the time away. His mother was dead. And even when the father was around, nothing much changed except to get worse, as home meant chores, beatings, insults, and abuse. I understood him, and I realized that when we all sought to close from school so we could go home, play football and ride bikes and make noise and enjoy life, for him it was a dreadful time to hear the closing bell, for it meant the beginning of torture and misery. Life is not the same for everyone. What would be the sound of victory for one would be the sound of defeat and slavery to another. For most of life, effort made will determine if the closing bell, whistle, or trumpet will herald glory and joy, or shame and torment. There is one great wise fact to life. If there is no God, those that lived acknowledging and living for Him lose absolutely nothing, for they live content and die with hope. But if there is a God, and indeed He is coming to judge, then those that lived believing there is no God will dread the sound of the trumpet, for it will mean, when the Son of Man comes in His glory with all of His angels, He will sit on His royal throne. The people of all nations will be brought before Him, and He will separate them as shepherds separate their sheep from their goats. He will place the sheep on His right and the goats on His left. Then the King will say to those on His right, "My Father has blessed you. Come and receive the kingdom that was prepared for you before the world was created. When I was hungry, you gave me something to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. When I was a stranger, you welcomed me. And when I was naked, you gave me clothes to wear. When I was sick, you took care of me. And when I was in jail, you visited me." Then the ones who pleased the Lord will ask, "When did we give you something to eat or drink? When did we welcome you as a stranger, or give you clothes to wear, or visit you while you were sick or in jail?" The King will answer, "Whenever you did it for any of my people, no matter how unimportant they seemed, you did it for me." Matthew 25:31-40. Be the sheep. Love the Lord and obey His commands, that you may live. Stay blessed. Trust and obey, for there is no other way. Okay.